Hello everybody, this is another Hot Wheels collector video. Today we are looking at the Gas Monkey 68 Corvette. This is of course the heavily modified version of this standard version of the car, and this is an awesome one. We do actually have the standard version, well, the convertible version of this car, now in the Hot Wheels mainline. Came out this year in, I believe, FKS, so really awesome to have these cars both in the mainline at pretty much the same time. So yes, you can kind of compare them. They're two very different castings though, so I will get into this one and I will be reviewing that one at a later date, so stay tuned if you're interested in that one. Anyways, let's take a look at the car. I bought this one, I'm pretty sure, from a Matalan, yeah. Oh no, this one was from an Asda. I get them two mixed up because I got them literally like a day after each other. This one's from Asda. So yes, and that was in the secret stash of muscle cars. It had like the Escort, and it also had that Challenger here, the green one. But yes, without further ado, let's get into this actual car. So we do have quite a lot of tampo work, but first of all, let's talk about the rims. We have the muscle rims on this one, 5-spoke. They're on muscle cars as well as classic cars usually, and these have a gold chrome lip. Very nice little touch, and obviously the rest of the rim is in black. Very nice. Now let's talk about the tampo work. So the entire of the car has some flames. These are black flames with a orange outline. It's a very deep orange and almost an luminous one, so it's really nice. As for the colour of this car, it's almost a matte gold. It's a really interesting colour, and the camera really does do it justice. It looks exactly like this in real life. Unlike the metallic cars, which kind of look a bit faded on camera, this is how it looks. You can see in that massive flame there on the door, we also have Hot Wheels written, which honestly, usually I don't like it when they put the Hot Wheels logo huge on the car, but this one, it looks great, it just blends right in. This car sadly does not have any side mirrors, but I will forgive them because these would have the chrome side mirrors, so putting big blobs on this car for side mirrors just wouldn't work, so I think it's best that they just didn't do it. The base of this car is actually brown. It's quite a dark brown, and it's used to create the side skirts, as you can see, which is popping out there. What's also popping out of the car is, I believe, a tri-exhaust, or maybe even a quad exhaust. That is in chrome, and that is a sandwich layer. So that's the middle layer of the sandwich. On the bottom, we have that brown plastic layer. The middle, we have the chrome plastic, and on the top, we have that metal layer. And we are using the middle layer for those exhausts, as well as that huge engine bit, well, sticking out right there, the engine, as well as all the supercharger stuff and the bug catcher on there. Really awesome, but we'll get right to that in just a second. And this just looks great from the side. I think this might be the best spot to look at this car, honestly. Yeah, some of them do look better from the front, but this is one of the ones that definitely look best from the side, although the front, it does look great too. The headlights on this version are actually popped down. That contrasts this version, which they're actually permanently up, so that's quite a nice little, I don't know, a nice little detail, I suppose. It's good, and I like it when they have the headlights down because it means they don't have to tampo them. So it doesn't look ridiculous when the headlights are popped up and they're not tampoed. So instead, it's best when they put them down usually, especially on the mainline stuff. We have that continuation of the flames on the hood, obviously a black flame with a orange outline, and that just complements this design amazingly. The front, I want to say like bumper, it's kind of like a trim though. It's really interesting, and it's kind of like what most cars of this period had going on at the front. It's made out of the chrome plastic once again, and it really is great. And just below it we have a little bit of almost a splitter, which is created using the brown plastic base. Now talking about that huge supercharger sticking out the hood of this car. Obviously you can see it's actually in the casting itself. There is a big cutout for this to stick out, and this entire thing is created using that middle layer of the sandwich, which is the chrome plastic layer. And there is quite a nice bit of detail. As you can see, the 3 holes on that supercharger, or the bug catcher, obviously they flip open and shut in real life, and this is a real life car, I'm just going to mention. It does exist, which is really cool. You'd see the belt there as well. It's very, very nicely detailed, especially for a mainline. Really, really happy with that. We also have 2 hood pins, which are actually in the metal cast itself, as well as, if you could see that, some little bit of venting near the back. I'm pretty sure, once again, that is for, obviously, when you're wiping your windows in the rain. Pretty sure that's to extract all the rainwater from your hood and get rid of it so it doesn't just go back on your window, because that would be utterly pointless. So there's that front of the car. Moving on to the side. This side is the exact same as the previous, and I mean the exact same. It's not like it's got a petrol cap or a fuel cap of any sort here. Moving along to the rear, we don't actually have any tamper work, but the rear lights are not actually carved out. They're actually popped out. So I can't really say they're carved out. They are popping out of the casting, but they're there, and you could easily add that detail in yourself using a Sharpie or acrylic paint. You can also see the license plate holder has also been carved out. Very, very nice detail. Again, you could add your own license plate. Lots of people add stickers there. A sticker license plate. And you can see those little flames on the rear fender there as well, from the rear. And on the trunk we actually have our fuel cap. So it's been moved, and this looks great there. Wow. I mean, this is an interesting fuel cap location there, and it just looks good. Honestly, it's really, really awesome looking on this car. Pretty sure this would go through quite a lot of fuel, especially with that humongous supercharger and all that stuff going on. It's obviously a heavily modified version of this Corvette, the 68 Corvette. We also have the rear bumper on this. On the rear is also created using that middle layer of the sandwich, which is the chrome plastic. And you can just see just below it that brown plastic base is also being used there, and it really, really acts as a great, great colour split. It appears we also have some venting just behind that rear window as well. Very, very nice. The final location I want to talk about on this car is the top, so let me just quickly get up there. There's the top view. Hopefully you can see that really nicely. We do have that continuation of the flames once again onto the roof, and there's those flames on that hood that I was talking about earlier. You can see them in a little bit more detail there. Alrighty, that is this car. So what are my opinions on this? I think it's a really, really cool, heavily modified Corvette. It looks great. Everything that's been done to this car just complements the design. Sometimes you look at some modified muscle cars and go, that just looks a bit out of place. But this one, everything from those sticking out exhausts on the side to that gigantic, huge supercharger sticking out the hood, everything just looks great, and it really complements this design. I keep saying that, but it really, really does. So out of 10, what do I rate this car? This car is also, like the previous one, getting an 8 out of 10. Really, really cool. Love the colour and everything. The casting's pretty nice too. Really, really cool to see this one back in the main line. Anyways, that is it for this video. If you enjoy, make sure to like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you want notifications of when I upload a new video, make sure to press the notification bell. That way you will never miss out on any of the new videos. You can also share this video with any friends or families or in any groups such as Facebook groups who may be interested in this video. That will greatly help the channel out, and I really would appreciate that. Don't worry though if you can't do that. Anyways, that is it for this video. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye everyone.